Fraud charges in Maryland can range in nature from credit card fraud to prescription fraud and many other different crimes of moral turpitude. What's important to remember about fraud cases is that they can be very difficult for the state to prove. They usually have a great deal of information, whether it's video surveillance, audio surveillance, or just documents from banks, credit card companies, doctors' offices, pharmacies, that the state needs to properly authenticate and introduce as evidence in order to properly prosecute a person for an allegation. Hiring a criminal attorney is extremely important when it comes to a fraud case. Usually fraud cases are extremely heavy when it comes to the evidence that a prosecutor needs to bring in to try and prove a case against a defendant. These could include video surveillance tapes, audio surveillance tapes, and other bank or company documents that would be used and properly need to be authenticated in order to be admitted into evidence. An attorney who understands the rules of evidence, how a proper foundation is laid, and how something may be admitted or kept out of evidence is going to be extremely important in representing a criminal defendant in a situation like this, because that attorney will be able to identify issues that could keep evidence that is very, very detrimental to a criminal defendant out of evidence and potentially gain an acquittal on the charges.